I started trading 7 years ago and I tried so many different scalping strategies. It took me 3 years to learn and perfect how to scalp profitably. And now I only trade less than 90 minutes a day. In this video, I'm going to share the exact scalping schedule and strategy I use every day. This strategy doesn't require hours of pre-market prep, making you overanalyze and second guess your trades. Instead, I follow a simple 3-step checklist to enter a trade, and after about 90 minutes, I'm done the day.
All right, so we're going to turn this strategy into a working indicator on TradingView. If you don't know who this guy is, he's a very big YouTuber. His name is ScarfaceTrades. He has over 295,000 subscribers, and this video here has over 151,000 views. Wasted 90% of his time not knowing this strategy, so we're going to save you 90% of your time and make sure that this strategy actually works by placing trades only using this indicator. So let's understand his system, let's check it out, and listen to what he has to say before we actually build this thing out.
So in this video, I'm going to go through the full course on my simple A+ scalping strategy. And therefore, the goal of this video is to teach you the one proven and simple strategy that I use on a consistent basis for profitability. So what is the strategy? For this strategy, all you need is one candle. Now, you may be thinking, how is one candle enough to build a profitable system? Well, this one candle is called the first candle strategy, and this is the exact strategy that we're going to talk about today. For this strategy, it requires a 3-step simple entry model, and we're going to go through all these steps in this video along with real examples so you'll be able to understand exactly how the strategy works. I'm not only going to show you the wins with this strategy, but also the losses. Step 1 is simple. All we want to do is draw out the high and low of the first 15-minute candle. Now, the first 15-minute candle for me will open up at 9:30 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. Eastern time. The candle that actually forms in this time frame is what we want to draw out the high up here, and we want to draw out the low. Now, one thing that is very important to mention, whether you're trading Forex, crypto, futures, options, or stocks, this strategy works for different markets, but the time frame will always remain the same. And that is going to be the New York Open, which happens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, and the first 15-minute candle forms by 9:45 a.m. Eastern.
All right, so step number 1, we need to create an indicator to actually detect the market open. And for the 15-minute candle, it's going to create a max high and a max low. And that's the first thing. So I think this is going to be a market breakouts indicator from what I see so far. So let's see what the rest is.
Once we have that first 15-minute candle drawn, you can see here the first 15-minute candle is drawn. Then we go to the 5-minute time frame and we wait for a breakout. Here you can see we're actually on the 5-minute time frame, and because we were first on the 15-minute time frame, you can see there's 3 candles. So bar 1, bar 2, and bar 3. On these 3 bars,
okay, so he's doing a multi-time frame approach. So we're doing the max high, the max low of the 15-minute candle, but then the breakout is on the 5-minute. So very interesting. I'm wondering where he's going with this.
you can see that we're within the 15-minute range. But now we're simply waiting for the stock to break above the 15-minute range on the 5-minute or break below the 15-minute range on the 5-minute as well. Now, the reason we do this, the 15-minute time frame for scalping is just too high of a time frame to actually scalp on. However, on the 5-minute, this is a good enough indication that when buyers do bring the stock back above the high, that there is more demand in the stock than supply, or there is more buyers in the stock than sellers. And this proves to me that the stock does indeed want to move to the upside because buyers were able to close a candle above. And it's very important when I say wait for a breakout that we wait for a candlestick to close above the 15-minute range. And this way we'll get a higher probability entry. Now, for step 3 and the final step, we go over to the 1-minute time frame. On the 1-minute time frame, we now want to enter the pullback. The first 15-minute range.
All right, so our indicator is going to also have to detect the retest on a different time frame, which in this case will be the 1-minute time frame. So with that being said, let's see what this actually looks like on the charts with an indicator and see if we could take this strategy and trade it for US30, for gold, and maybe for GU since it's market open for New York. But before I show you this indicator, I want to talk about our sponsors, PropFirmPro.com, where you can find everything from instant funded accounts, 2-step challenges, and 1-step challenges. They even have something that's called a limited BTC giveaway account, which is a $200K account for only $650, allowing you the chance to win $100,000 in Bitcoin. Meaning if you choose the daily payouts for the 200K challenge of the limited BTC giveaway, no matter if you win or lose, you have the chance to win the $100,000 BTC by simply guessing the price of Bitcoin of 2026. You can use our code for a 10% off. The link is in the description, guys, and once you apply the 10% off coupon, you get the best possible price on any one of these challenges. Stick around to the end of the video if you want to find out how you can get one of these challenges for free. And now let's go and check out this indicator on TradingView. And lastly, before I show you the indicator of this strategy, don't forget that if you're a lifetime member of Algo, you get a 20% off any challenge as a lifetime member, which has the price action indicator, and for the MT5 risk manager dashboard, which is coming to lifetime members very soon. All right, so here we are on TradingView, and I will say after building this thing out, this strategy does look very promising. The step number one is drawing out the 15-minute candle, high and low, drawing that out for us in the New York session. So you can see that this is 6:30, and if we look forward, it's then plotting out when the breakout would be in the lower time frame. So we're going to go to the 5 minutes. You can see that the breakout was indicated right here, but we need to wait for the retest of the 1 minute setup, which is the retest of the breakout. So in this case, this would be the retest on this 1 minute candle. Going long right here, stop at the previous low, and we even have TP1, TP2, and TP3. So looking forward and seeing this strategy play out on multiple different pairs, I think we actually have something good here. This is XAUUSD, and we're also going to be trading this on US30. So the exact same thing, guys. The 15-minute is going to draw out the max and the low of the 15-minute candle. Market open New York, which with opening the indicator, you could see the New York market open. And what's pretty cool, we could just say New York open and label it however we want. In this case, I'm going to say, let's go, and hit OK. And then here we are with the label. Then we're going to zoom in on the smaller time frame on the 5 minutes. Wait for that breakout, which was this candle right here, and then entering on the 1 minute time frame, which would be any one of these retests. This one looks like there was zero drawdown from this point on. Let's just say we missed out this retest, and straight to TP1 here, we have a solid 780 points. So that would be TP1 smashed. Let's see if it hits TP2 on this trade. US30, TP2 is smashed. And let's see if it hits TP3. TP3 is almost right there. Looks like it's going to smash. And it smashes TP3. And the other one that we're going to focus on is on GU. So GU, Great British Pound, USD. So we should see USD volatility in market open. And it looks very promising on GU as well. I look back at so many different days and it's just spot on. Let's just go ahead and do the 5 minute time frame. We're waiting for that breakout. And here was the breakout going to the downside on the minimum. And now let's go into the 1 minute time frame. Any one of these retests, it looks like we're already at TP1 on the 1 minute. And let's see if it smashes TP number 2. So in this case, we'll do a short position. TP1 has already smashed. And now let's see if it goes to TP2 on this trade. And let's see, we're almost there. Went back to TP1. And this might be one of those days where only TP1 was hit, because I would have been break even already at TP1, meaning my stop loss at 0 profits, or what they say break even. I would have gotten stopped out right there. I'm going to trade this strategy using this $258. I'm going to create a fresh account and I'm going to document the whole entire process. So let's go ahead and create the trading account. Go ahead and create the account by clicking the plus sign here. And they have something that's called a cent account. With this cent account, you could literally trade with $10. But the trick is that the balance is going to be in cents. I haven't seen something like this before, so I'm very curious to see what this looks like after I fund the account. Basically, this is going to allow us to trade standard lots with a minimum amount deposit. So what is $258 in cents? That should be the actual balance that we see on MT5. So that means I could trade things like US30, XAU USD, even with $250. Let's see how this turns out. Let's go ahead and create this account and fund it with the $258. We're going to hit OK and confirm the creation of this account. The account has been created. Let's see what this looks like. All right, I'm really curious to see what this is going to look like on MT5. Right, so it shows, yo, this is crazy. Hold on, I gotta show you guys this. This is insane. Balance says 25,000, but it's 25,000 cents. That's insane. I've never seen anything like this. I didn't even know this exists. Check this out. Okay, so here we are on MT5 using the Profits Algo Risk Manager 3.0, which is coming for lifetime members only. You can see that this is US30 with a balance of 25,000, even though we deposited only $258. So I'm curious to see what this is going to look like if, let's say, I do an order, a buy order. We're going to set our stop loss right here, and we're going to have our TP at the previous high of US30, a limit order at the entry line, and this is a loss of 255 cents. Yeah, that's gonna get a while. That's gonna take me a while to get used to, but this looks totally different. And the lot size for this is a 0.3 lot. And we're not going to be focusing on the Profits Algo price action signals, even though you can see that this signal here had a profitable move of over 3,000 pips. This right here is going to absolutely change the game. So I'm trading with such little capital and trading indices which normally require a huge account, or at least $1,000. And even with $1,000 funded in an account where you're trading US30 is extremely risky. So here with a cent account, it totally changes the game. So for example, if I'm risking only 1% of my account for a stop loss of 852 points, if I click buy right here, this is only $2.55. Yes, it says 255, but since it's a cent account, it's totally different. Yeah, it's going to take a while for me to get used to that. So this is where I come to you guys. What is it that you want to see with me trading this strategy? You want me to do a video every day where it's non-edited? You want me to post every single trade? Do you want me to do it every week? Or do you want me to do it once a month? So let me know in the comments to either do a upload every single day or a weekly recap. Can't wait to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And for those of you who stuck around to the end, the way that you can win a free challenge, I'm going to be giving out free challenges in this YouTube channel for anyone who drops a comment and subscribes to this channel. And if you want to get 20% off of Profits Algo, getting first access to the 3.0 dashboard on MT5 as a lifetime member, check out the link in the description and use our coupon for 20% off. Well, that's it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks again for tuning in. Algo Bros, let's go.